It's running, okay. All right, this is a workshop, Spokane. It's 1 o'clock. Chairman of the Board of Commissioners, this is a workshop to discuss budgets and where we are in the process of finalizing the 26 budget with all the departments and elected officials. We got Vince Cook today, Road and Bridge, and I want to keep in mind we're here to get data, pass along where we're at, and we want to make sure everybody understands that we haven't collected, we don't understand, this is still a projection on how much money we're going to have for 26. Right now, the federal grants, just to let you know, Vince, have not been let go. They're still working with the feds on what they're going to fund, what they're not. And so there's a lot of people, you're not one necessarily, but you could use grants also for other things, and we're going to be looking at, hopefully in the future, getting grants for tires or whatever, grants for a motor grader or something maybe. So that's why we want to keep that in mind. You know, you have a request, you need it, you need motor graders bad, you need water trucks badly, and I think belly dumps is the latest I got.
Trucks to pull them.
And trucks to pull them.
Belly dumps are fine, but the trucks are wore out.
So, so that's the status, and we really want to take a hard look at the salaries and then get a feel for what you really have, and then let everybody know we'll prioritize. If we can get the money, we would prioritize by the need of the service, like sheriff's deputies, perhaps the election officials, the high communications people, Road and Bridge are our critical resource. And so with that, we can take a hard look. Let's just look at your overall budget and see where we're at, and see, you'll see where we ended up with your final spreadsheet. I think you've got a copy of what.
I didn't get the latest spreadsheet. This is the one I dreamed up and then.
Let's see how it matches with what Vernon knows is true.
Well, I took that spreadsheet and I put it into the budget worksheet, and this is what we're looking at. Excuse me. We have total revenues of $2,635,763, with a total projected expenses of $2,839,000. So we're looking at a $200,000 discrepancy.
Okay, so
what's our big ones?
I didn't grab all of the paper.
Unknown caller.
Well grabbed. Okay. Let's look at the budget itself.
Okay.
So this is the budget that you gave me that I've plugged in. I think something looks like something's been added to it, probably since we updated. Probably. There's that one too. That's why it's different. Okay, so these are the two budgets. This is maintenance, and this is admin. So where would you like to start?
take a look at what he's got for the equipment. Where are we?
Well, we've got operation supplies of 200,000, oil and gas, fuel purchases at 250, repairs and maintenance.
So did you base that on what you spent up to
Yes.
now and projected it
Yes.
into 26?
Yeah, because parts and tires and everything is just keeps going up. It just won't drop.
So how much bigger is it?
I'm sorry, what do you need to know?
Over what we budgeted, what the
What,
projection
last
that he made, yeah. Well, for 26, what's it compared to?
You would like it compared to 25?
Yeah, let's see what last
Okay.
one.
Let me do that
Let's
real
just
quick
see
here.
what he wagged out there. There's
Which one are you doing, Brendan?
I'm pulling up the,
See, what we can do, if you think about it, if your projections are high, we can add money into for fuel out of perhaps, we'll have to see, if we miss the bet. We can either miss the bet on either you're gonna overrun, you're gonna have a lot more money for fuel than you needed, or you won't have
The
enough.
reason the fuel stayed the same is because we did not have a hard winter. If we'd have had a hard winter,
Yeah,
we'd have probably been maxed out on fuel.
what's going on?
so did you add more to it then?
I'm just taking a guess.
Okay, so I've pulled up the report here,
Okay, there you go.
and if we skip to the end, like I said, we're about a $203,000 discrepancy. We go back to, let's go back to expenses. We've actually lowered salaries a little bit. Salaries and
Based on the
benefits.
three we talked about.
Yeah, this column right here is the 2025 budgeted amounts. This is actual expended, and this is the 2026 proposed. And if we go to the next page, we basically get into the operations of the, of the department. Sorry.
So if we were to take 200,000 out of this, where would it come from?
Well,
I
it'd have
couldn't
to
answer
come
that
out of-
question.
It'd have to come out of, base and gravel, asphalt, oil, and surfacing, because those are your biggest two lines. Gas, oil, diesel,
So if we
and
had,
operating supplies.
right, so we could bet on less fuel maybe, but that would be a hard one, we could put some more back. But you would wanna go with, road base and keep it and get rid of the oil, right?
Well, it depends on how you guys want us to keep these roads that's paved up, because that rock for the chip seal is $16.50 a ton.
Right, so,
And that's with having somebody come in and grind what we have, right?
Yeah.
That's not buying it.
Well, yeah, we went to Ed's pit and hauled it out of his pit this year, but we don't have enough rock in our pit to make chipped rock. There's just not enough rock in there.
that'd take a long time to,
Yeah, they gotta run it 2 or 3 times to get it clean.
T-Zac is where you get it to, don't you?
Yeah, they're all in the same price. It's about $16.50 a ton for the 3/4 inch chip rock.
So you'd have to have some, I mean, you don't have to give it all up, but. And then augment it during the year if we get lucky and things.
Cause I made 25,000 ton of 3/4 inch base rock last year, and we burned through that pile out of our pit.
Well, so we put mag chloride back in there at 240.
I just did that, if you guys, the reason I did that is because I wanted to mag my 3 main roads, that's it, out of this county.
And you need to build the mat up anyway.
Yeah.
On those, in order to get the other stuff on top.
Copper
of it.
Gulch has gotta have a new mat.
So in order to keep that the way you wanna do it, we gotta give up something on the other side, so what do you wanna give up? For now, I mean, it's not saying that if we're, we don't know.
I can knock 50,000 off on asphalt and oil.
Okay.
And
How about, if we look at base and gravel, There's
Yeah.
300,000 up there, but we've never gone over, in 22, we went to 181, but we've never gone over that, usually operating between,
I could probably, it's gonna be thin, but, if I can haul out a boiler pit with naturals, it's $4.25 a ton for naturals. I could knock 50,000 off on base and gravel.
Okay, we're at 100. And we've already taken the salary out of it. What about other maintenance stuff? Can you wait on a truck getting repaired or something? What, if there's something you can,
Repairs and maintenance went up to 125 over last year's 88,000, and we're only currently at 45.
so we got some there to get out.
On repairs and maintenance, I got a $30,000 grader sitting at at John Deere.
here's the breakout of repairs and maintenance. And $31,000 in the manuals.
Yeah,
Here's the manuals.
see a yearly subscription. I'm not gonna say it a lot. The refrigerant stuff, is that a big deal?
Yes, because of the new stuff that goes in the air conditioners.
And the diagnostic laptop you need.
And we would save us having to take our trucks to Mac all the time, every time something flashes on the dash.
Yeah, so it saves a bunch of downtime.
Yeah, that's, otherwise, you just might as well contract everything out,
Yeah.
and that costs too much.
Same with the John Deere graders. If we had that diagnostic, you could do it there at the shop. Instead of having taking the John Deere, or have John Deere come up and fix them.
Meaning, get rid of the grader.
No, when the code comes up on the new graders.
I see.
And then also the sheriff's vehicles are getting so newer that
You need something to,
Dan needs something in the shop to diagnose them.
yeah,
They're gonna be all Fords here before long, other than that Jeep Cherokee, but it'll be mainly Ford, which will be nice.
yep.
So I need to cut some more. I don't know where else to cut these.
Well, we can do it better on the come. If we didn't use, we could cut more on the road base.
Well, we're gonna have to spend
And then we can buy it
70,000,
later.
80,000 on copper next spring to resurface that.
Yeah, okay, you gotta hold back enough for that. Or you say we never hit the fuel budget?
Where's fuel?
Thank you.
Cause we can buy fuel later.
I've never been in the red since I've been supervisor on fuel.
Yeah,
So we're averaging 270,000 on fuel. Varies between 234,000 to 317,000. Right now we're at 165,000, but that's because we haven't gone into winter yet.
What's the budget? No,
And we
total
didn't have to
top.
move a lot of snow.
See, looking at what's in there for it.
250,000.
That's the amount we've got. in these.
Yeah, just kept it the same.
Can't take much out of it. I mean, you can put it back in there if you sucked up not buying a tire or something. You know,
They
it's
have,
up to you
the
to
sheriff's
shift it
office has some
later.
tires they want to sell you.
Yeah, they do, they got some 22-inch tires new.
Well,
You need to
the
go
front
look at
tires, already looked at them.
They ain't good?
Yeah, they're for the water trucks.
Okay,
Okay.
so you can save that.
Can I make a suggestion? Take
Sure.
it out of mag chloride take the additional 100,000 out of mag chloride, and then in the event of needing another, going over 140,000, you could take and do a budget resolution and put it back in.
The only road that I really need this fancy mag stuff that Sabrina talked about last year is copper. That's the only road we can get by with in the county.
Okay,
And that was $25,000, I can't remember the numbers.
Yeah.
Per mile?
For
mile
a
and
mile
a
and a
half.
half. So Copper Gulch from the end of the dirt to the chip to Reed Road is 5 miles. So 25,000 times 5, that's what I need.
So that's 100 and
That's
X.
$125,000.
So we can do that, and if it's short, and if we wanna do, and something else comes along, we can pass a resolution and put it back in there. We got some flexibility.
Well, 25,000 is for a mile and a half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So 3 miles is 50,000 plus another mile and a half,
Which is,
or plus another 2 miles, right?
so it's 2.
25 plus 12, so
7.
35,000, so it's 75,
Seven.
$85,000.
Right,
So for just under $100,000, we should be able to
I think
mag
we'll be all
chloride
right.
copper.
Yeah,
We'll
because
do that for
the
sure.
rest of the roads we can hold. But Copper is so high traffic, I can't hold it, even if we gravel.
And a priority to augment later on would be the mag chloride to get on Rosita and the other ones that we have.
Bear Basin.
Bear Basin. In order to hold it and start building it, we have to do that. You can't, that's the problem we did. We cut the mat in half, and that was a mistake. Trying to get by, and it did do it. It got some dust down, but it went quick.
There are 3 major roads need mag out of this county. That's
Well, and the thing about it is too, is that when we voted in the 2007 5 mill levy, the population was half of what it is
That's
now.
true. We had more tourists.
We have more tourists, we have more people living here.
I hate to say it, but the mill levies needs to be increased.
Well, we're gonna increase it, but we can't. Well, eventually, we're gonna have to go to the voters and add.
Because the people ask me how much a truck costs, how much a grader costs, how much this costs, and I tell them honestly what it costs.
Yeah.
It costs, and then how much it costs to grade a mile of road with water and grader. It's 1,500 to 1,700 a mile to grade a mile of road.
Yeah, at 400 road, at 400
And that's
miles.
something, that's a good thing we ought to be putting out there periodically, is, the big services we have, he's one of the biggest that they need most.
Well, they got the most dollars of expensive equipment, right?
Yeah.
We can find a $12,000.
That's true.
It's easy to find the sheriff equipment because there's lots of sheriff's departments out there
Yeah,
that, especially
they
municipalities.
go find a motor grader.
And we need to do that with our motor graders and our loaders, because a municipality, just like Henderson, where I was mayor, we didn't pound our equipment like a county pounds its
Yeah.
equipment.
And
So we need to find 10-year-old
That's right.
That's
motor
why-
grader that's got 2,000 hours on it.
That's why I had you guys put $20,000 in for CDOT auction.
Yeah,
After talking
And
to the road supervisor in Fremont County, he's got some nice equipment, really nice, cheap.
well, and they find motor graders that are pre-14, so they don't have
A
depth.
lot of that money. So that's the way to play the game. And what we need to do is make the public aware of the numbers. So when we get our final budget, it says 8 million, whatever it is. And then we say, of that, the road and bridge is gonna need X million in order to buy a couple graders and grade, and put your roads down once. So they understand just how delicate it is, what balance that we're doing to try to keep them happy speeding down the road. But that's something we need to get out periodically.
And then Dan and I discussed it a couple weeks ago and just today, we need to bump the shop rate up for all entities to $50 an hour.
Yeah, we do. We're not even covering dams.
No, that's a good point too. We
50 or
talked about, it's
$60
fees
an hour.
everywhere. We need to increase the fees on everything, basically, because the costs have gone up, and we kept them pretty solid for.
Yes, we had a lot of breakdowns. The pump system cost 7 and 12,000 for the concrete and.
By the way, Buck Wenzel was very happy with what we were charging him. Matter of fact, probably could have charged him more for the chip seal.
And then that we didn't need to drill 4 holes that come up negative. That cost extra money this year.
Yeah. Well, we won't have to do that next year.
No, that's done, it's
Yeah,
done.
we're done making spills down there, no
So
leaks.
with those changes, we are at $36,000 to the good.
Okay,
Revenue over expenses, but that does not include any type of raises
so let's just,
Or insurance.
or insurance changes.
so let's leave that where it is.
This is what the guys, Sherry and I sat down and did this a month ago, are currently making. I only got one copy of it, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Is that what I've got up there?
it's the by
Yeah.
name, by what
Yeah,
they
it's the
got,
same
that's the
one.
same one.
Okay.
What's the bottom line on that? It was 920, 156, 32. 920,000, 156. Close without the admin.
878, yeah, $872,776.
872, he's got 870, 485, 92 without an admin. Here, take a look at it. And you got the admin assistant in there on the bottom line up there.
This category falls under road and bridge maintenance, and Sherry's salary comes out of the administrative side.
Oh, I see, that's why it's accepted.
Oh, no?
I might have punched the numbers wrong. Get too fast on the calculator. Cause see, we got a $70,000 chipper in Idaho that's gotta be paid for, which is coming out of this year's asphalt budget to pay for it.
Yeah, so that'd be paid.
And then if I got money left, I'll probably pay for that grader out of the asphalt budget this year. So that leaves me about 50,000 in asphalt, 40,000 somewhere in there. And I've been looking at water trucks used and new, they're not cheap.
What is it anymore?
And the trouble of finding that a used water truck, they do not have a 20,000-pound front axle. The tractors converted to a water truck.
Yeah, that's the problem too, because the front axles aren't good enough.
No, they're not heavy enough.
So you really have to buy the water truck that's made to carry the full 4,000 gallons.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh, awesome.
What they do, they put a kit on there, but
Like, I don't know if Bill told you, but I found a brand new Peterbilt 2025
Water truck?
in Denver.
How much is it cost?
194 out the door.
194?
And this
that's a
is-
new one.
That's a brand new. And
What kind of deal would they cut on?
I didn't get excited with him, I just talked to him on the phone.
Hmm.
But we
And that's
the-
got the 20,000 pound front axle?
Yes. It's a Peterbilt.
One of my favorite trucks.
It's automatic. Allison.
Well, and I think the other thing that the community doesn't understand too, this year we didn't do a lot of it. If we were in a hot, heavy, dry fire season,
Oh, yeah.
Guess who
we'd be
delivers
out-
all the
we'd be
water?
all over.
it's not the fire department, it's road and bridge. And those water trucks are
Yeah, we filled,
dang near priceless at
we
that
filled
point.
them up, all the fire department, but,
We didn't have to send one anywhere this year, last year.
Yeah, the fire, or the house.
well, I didn't
Well,
go
there,
out.
but I'm talking out of.
No, we're not
county.
going out of
Well,
my
we
county.
wouldn't do that
I'm
anymore.
not doing it anymore,
No.
because those
That's
guys
gotta be
got
the-
caught in a snowstorm coming home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gary was nowhere to be found, and the guys were calling me on the radio on the phone. No, we're not leaving.
we need them too bad here.
Yep. Well, in Port County, it's ridiculous.
So we got, what, 97,000 for the truck, water truck that was wrecked.
Okay,
The The salvage fee is between 13 and 24,000.
Okay,
So that leaves you pretty good.
so we need about another 100,000. So
Right.
can we finance for the next 5 years, roughly 25, 23,000?
Now, if I can find a good used water truck, I will buy it. I'll have to go look at it since it's used. But instead of buying brand new to save money.
You could almost make it with, for what we got salvage on it, if it was used and pretty good.
Yeah, could we buy one for 100,000?
Yeah.
Is what you're saying?
I'm not in no hurry for a water truck. I got all winter to look.
Right.
There's no reason.
Matter of fact, that's a good time to buy it, everybody. And we'll see what the airport has up there. Denver, they had a pretty good auction on.
You gotta watch the airport because they got double frame on their sprayer trucks. And consequently, where that corrosive stuff, double frame
Gets in there
trucks,
and
it gets
rots
in
them out.
between the frames and rusts them out. So you gotta watch,
Wow.
buy and use double frame water trucks.
That's true. But for the money, you could let it rust out every 5 years. Doesn't matter.
I had one truck crash this year. I had two water trucks this year.
Yeah,
I
but it
don't
wasn't
need
because
any
it
more.
fell apart on the road on its own.
No, I just don't need that. And number 17 tractor is a piece of junk. It's down, it's done. It's always in the shop.
That pulls a pelly dump?
Yes, it's had it. It's
Is that the one with the twisted frame?
No, that's a Freightliner.
That's the Freightliner?
Dan told me 17 is getting to be a money pit.
Okay.
Every time you use it, it breaks. And
So
it's
how much is a new tractor? How much is a good used tractor?
Probably in the 170,000s, 160, 140, depends on what you buy.
Holy crap.
Now, the guy at Fremont County bought 3 tractors from Department of Transportation at auction. They're internationals to pull belly dumps.
Trouble is, they're all turned down and can't run.
That's fine, we don't need hot rods up here.
That's all you make power. You need
Well, they're 400 horses, that's good enough for up here in West Cliff. You don't need anything bigger.
not 400. Okay, well, it sounds like we have a start on it anyway. I guess the thing to look at for then is if we could finance, your used or new water truck, you can, okay.
Well, if we can find a used one.
We're down 2 trucks.
With the insurance money and pay for it outright, and then there's no payments for the county. Just reimburse the insurance money back into another water truck. But you're gonna have to finance it if you buy a brand new one. Parts of it.
Well, we need a tractor, but.
Yeah, if we didn't need both, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
But you're down 2 trucks, water trucks. You're
No, we
down,
well, the other one's fixed.
you got 3,
It
you
got
got
fixed today.
4 working now?
I got, they just got the other water truck with the busted spring fixed today. So I got 3 of ours and wet mowers.
Okay, you got 4.
You know,
So you get 1 more, you'll be okay.
yeah, we gotta have 4 in the summertime.
Okay. So, buy a truck over the winter.
Yeah, I got all winter to look, I'm not getting in a hurry.
Tractor wise, we're gonna have to, probably the same thing, they'll be turning some of those gates too.
Yeah, we'll just need to start calling around and go, hey, this is about what we're looking for and about this price.
And if we can squirrel away $30,000 and not touch it for a while on feeding something else, and have it for a, start lease or like.
And our Komatsu loader is another thing, but hopefully I can pick something up on CDOT. Because they turn theirs over every 5 or 6 years, a loader.
Well, there's where we need to be calling municipalities and go, hey, do you have a,
That auction site's got loaders on it.
ones that haven't been
The
beat
trouble
to
with the
crap?
municipalities, they have a lot of engine idle time and sitting for them. But I don't know.
Yeah, and a lot of times they're little smaller units too.
Yeah, need a big one. But we can look.
Have a conversation with Mike DeLaurentis and see if they've done a deal on those sites.
Yeah, he's got a good lead on sites too, so he would be perfect.
Because
We're
Cypress
talking
got
about water
a
trucks
used,
too.
a used cat loader, they bought it, but it come with a set of scales, automatic scales in it, and you weigh as you load.
Hmm.
Nice loader. Nice tractor. You gotta be looking at the 2872 piece of junk John Deere's, they've got to get down the road.
Nothing wrong with John Deere.
Those are, they're just done.
How old are they?
What years are those, 2009s?
Yeah, early nines, those 209s.
You good with cutting edges
Yeah, we'll have enough for this year.
on all of them, no plows?
We build our own cut edges on the front plows.
Do
Use grater
you
blades.
got a
and put 'em
shoe
in.
on them? Or-
Use grater blades, weld them back on.
That's a good idea. Okay. You good, Vernon?
I am good, sir.
Let me see if I can get you the HUTF distribution for 2026, because they put in another $20 million that's going to counties, so I don't know.
Did they
how
really?
that- Yeah, so I'm trying to
That's
figure.
it, or the state?
That'd be the state. So let me see if I can find county distribution.
And you know me, I'm a tightwad, I don't like to spend money, only where it needs to be spent.
You're doing fine, you're just doing fine.
That's how I run my ranch. You don't need-
Yeah,
you
you don't need it, don't buy it.
Don't buy it.
Yeah, because if we could raise this line right here,
What's that, Bernie?
they're gonna give us more money, that would be fantastic.
Right now, it's 1.5, it was 1.5 this last year.
What do you guys feel about getting rid of some county roads that cut down on our maintenance? Out in Rosita and stuff.
Trouble if they're doing that,
We can get rid of Buck Mountain, that one should have never been covered in the first place.
can't help it now.
I'd agree on Buck Mountain. Cypher goes up there anyhow to plow them
We
out.
only get the first mile, and that was to where
Yeah.
Kachai used to live. Should have never been covered.
The problem with doing that is, it's hard to get it back into shape, again, it won't last for long, because people are here, and they're all, whatever it
If
is.
it's a private road, that's their problem.
No, I know, but it's hard to, they'll have to bring it up to speed. Why don't you make a list and give us some reason why, but I don't know, and how much you'd save doing it.
Well, just the snow route alone in Rosita, all them side roads that we got to branch off of Waikego, 320, 323. All the,
Well, but you're gonna have to
Arapahoe.
show there's only one guy on there, and then what's he gonna do?
there is
Yeah, that's the
some.
problem, there's no homeowners association that will take that, there's not
Blumenau.
enough of them out there, Blumenau doesn't, yeah,
But
they're not active.
it's like I had. some-
Problem is, we had zoning that was lousy, and they didn't, they made them too crowded.
I had one guy want me to, on 136 East down here, want me to gravel his road for one person. I said, no, dude, we're just gonna grade it.
Yeah, as long as it lasts him by
It was Mr. Miller, Robert.
a long time ago.
Oh, it was this summer, this spring, this fall.
Wilbur Miller was notorious, his dad was one. But you gotta look at it.
I'll tell you what, there's a lot of counties that they're withholding their HUTF funds because they haven't met the requirements. Chaffey County,
What do you mean?
Conejo
What
County,
didn't they meet?
I don't know, Dolores County, I'm just looking at the list.
They didn't grade the roads that was
They've
getting
been
paid for.
held, Waferno County, Jefferson County, Kiowa County.
For not
So what
doing
is
their
it?
maintenance on the roads that they were getting paid for.
I haven't found out what the requirements are for why they're on hold.
What does ours say?
No, ours says our payment came to us, so.
Yeah, they only gave us 1.1 million, but
But we were supposed to get 1.5 for the year, and they make
So-
monthly payments,
okay,
I think, is what they're doing.
all right.
What are they showing for next?
I haven't found that out yet, but they increased highway user tax fund to counties by $20 million. So that's gonna be divided amongst
I
all the
wonder how they
counties.
prioritize.
I think it's
You
based
know how they love
upon-
us,
it's based upon square footage of road.
not population.
No, square footage of road.
You do a drone survey of all the roads now,
Mhm.
so we have an accurate estimate. Because if you build a road and as people drive on it, it spreads.
What do we show, 820, or what do we think we
I
have?
couldn't tell you, sir, I'm sorry.
It was on,
How many roads?
yeah, miles,
360 miles of dirt. That's 360 miles of road up here in West Cliff.
360.
Yep.
Is that the whole county?
Just West Cliff.
I thought it was pushing.
45 miles is
seven.
asphalt and the rest is dirt.
It's the stuff we have to maintain,
That,
and I wanna know what that total number is.
that doesn't include forest, that's just county
Right.
stuff.
Yeah, it'd be 400 plus.
That doesn't include San Isabel. That doesn't include Wetmore, that's just up here.
Not a lot more there.
Well, we'll have to hold it, see, that's another bet, that might offset it and be able to afford a tractor payment.
But things are tight, that all entities gotta cut back, much as they can. Gotta tighten your belt. Just got to.
You're in an untenable position because we literally can't put more money into you.
Nope.
It also means we can't pull out, but we can't put more money into the.
I gotta get what you guys give me to operate on, that's what I operate on.
Well, one thing for sure, Vince, you cannot go out of business by law. They're gonna give us just enough, and whatever that enough is all the people that are gonna get their roads graded. And then we gotta make sure they understand why we may have to raise the
But if,
taxes.
you know, like Lucas said, there's like, what, 6,000 people living up here full-time? Is that,
No,
Full-time is
4,500.
3,500.
5,500, 5,300 to 5,500 is what our census
It
population
went
is.
down
did it?
500 or whatever.
Because our traffic doesn't seem like it's increased.
Well, you got the tourists, that's why. Look, we got those trucks, man, they're backing up on that intersection all the time, the trucks, and then school gets out and then it really backs up.
We got those numbers from Kristen Dunn out of CCI last August for 25s. But she didn't send it out this year, so I'll see if I can get those again
Better
from
get
her.
before she realizes we quit paying her.
Well, I don't have anything else. Time is,
Well, if I run short on stuff, I just move money around like I've been doing this year.
well, that's what you do, that's your budget, you just gotta,
I just gotta tell Vernon what I'm gonna do.
There's no, you're in charge of how you spend it, we just need to know the max, what the use is. Because everything's changed.
And as long as it doesn't change your bottom line, we can move the money without a budget resolution.
Yeah.
But if you need more money. you
No,
need an
I just need to
infusion.
move it to that category to pay for the chip spreader that's in Idaho and the grader it's at John Deere.
Well, aren't those coming out?
Those are out of your
capital?
budget, you don't have to,
Yeah, I'm just gonna take them out of my asphalt budget this year,
you
because
can move it around.
I'll move it around.
Okay.
That way I won't be in the
Just
red.
all you need to do is logically keep a record of it, 'cause that way we know how much it really was spent on each category when next time we look at it again. You're overestimating your asphalt or something.
And then another thing, our pickups are getting wore out, so Lucas knows that.
So I've got, so the one that Lake Mary has.
Lake Mary has-
That's a single cab, not a.
Oh, yeah, it's just,
But it's a single cab, 250, 4x4, and I think it's got around 50,000-60,000 miles on it. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I thought I remember him saying. But they're gonna give him first dibs on that one, and then they have some 4-doors coming later. So,
Cause my pickup's got 130,000 miles or more, no, 160,000 miles on it, I think. Jimmy. It's a 2016.
you're gonna get the fancy light bars that are gonna scare everybody thinking that you're a cop.
Already got one of those.
We're gonna get a couple more. People gotta slow down out there.
It'll be out there on cover tomorrow.
Let the sheriff know ahead of time. He'll send those deputies out there. Always.
Cause so the main thing I gotta replace, I'll tell you before the meeting's over. We need at least one tractor for the belly dumps. We need to replace a grader. Get rid of a John Deere and replace it.
And get them water truck.
And I gotta get a water truck, that's mandatory. And a loader, the Komatsu's done, but you can't get parts for it. Those are the 4 major things. We get by with the pickups.
Well, we're gonna have some pickups that are nearly free, so you're forced to take it.
That's fine.
Okay.
Can you give me a list of the strategic, those needs, the strategic needs you have? We'll start creating a spreadsheet
Good idea.
of breakout and what, do we set aside money? What's the process to?
And I don't need brand new. If I can find something used, hopefully it isn't like a piece of crap roller I bought that kept breaking down there for a while.
so was John Deere fixed that?
Yeah.
It cost us nothing, because you didn't want to be on the other end of the phone when I chewed his butt. I jumped him hard.
Well,
So
we
did you.
paid a lot of money for that not to.
He was eating a hot boy.
Yeah, I was hot that day.
So what can we get for one of those old John Deere graders? Those two that.
Chad told me
Oh,
maybe
nice.
50,000, that's what they buy it from John Deere. But if we used to sell it outright, like, buy ourselves, sell it, sealed bid, or Purple
No, you wouldn't do
Wave,
that, but
or
you
go,
have to go down with a minimum and.
I'll put it on Purple Wave and tell the representative, this is what we gotta have for this grader.
Because if they're gonna take it for whatever, up it, whatever.
Well, they
and
mark
send
it
out,
up, if they buy it for 50,000, they mark it up between 15 and 20%, so they can make some money off of it.
Okay, so we'll do that first, take it out there and see if it goes.
So we need to get, if we could get 70, and a Cat 140H is, 140.
Now, Komatsu did come out with a 6-wheel drive grader. I've never tried one, but we can.
Custer, Komatsu.
You gotta buy American. Buy American.
No. Not a Volvo either.
No.
That was my next one, a Volvo.
Volvo quit supporting their tobaccos here. Cause it,
But those are my 4 major things.
Okay.
And then the town of West Cliff told me they got 2 miles of road this summer to chip.
Okay.
And so there's some extra income for next year. Town of Silver Cliff, they haven't told me the amount they got, but they're gonna do some more chip sealing next year.
Westcliff wants to do this out here, though.
I didn't say, you said 2 miles.
Okay.
So there's another 30,000, maybe 40 in income.
Well,
Crazy price.
that'll help pay for redoing that chip lay down machine.
I charge them $150 per machine to chip seal. Sweeper,
That's what you did do.
dump truck, loader.
That's pretty good.
So how much did we make?
He was willing to pay more. He was surprised it wasn't any more.
12,000, 14,000? Between 12 and 14, right? Because he's only up there for a day and a half, but not even that.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't take us long.
And I do know where a gravel pit's for sale,
Where?
down on 255,
Where?
Kagan's.
Oh, that's the best.
How much
That's
is
a
that?
good one.
400,000 for 35 acres.
That's a good one, boy.
It's called UMV.
Huh?
It's called UMV.
So. Good 10-year minimum.
That's a very good pit.
I mean, that's, we'll take more than $40,000 a rock out of there a year.
Plus, we could go in together with Fremont County for one of these days.
That's right, that's closer to Fremont County too, so it's.
Split the cost in half with Fremont.
So we could sell,
We could cut a deal.
we could sell rock to them, huh?
They'll
Just think
take it.
about it.
Cause they, the haul where they got their pits is a long ways away, you can't come up in the,
We could use all that gravel down there in
or
Boardwalk
Creek.
instead of hauling it from clear out here.
Yeah.
Really?
Is there a
That
rock
was
chip
crazy, that
there?
was taking it
Huh?
from
Is
there
a
down
rock
to
chip there?
Boneyard Park.
It's just hard rock, it's good gravel. Drive 264 down to 271, that's what we put on it, 265, the whole length. Good gravel.
That's another good idea. I'll talk to, Wayne and see what he says. Cause we gotta come up with a price. Sure, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a scale there, so it's not like you can either, I mean, you have to sell by the road.
This is okay. Well, the loaders have,
Well, when the crush unit goes in there, say if Custer County owned a pit, and the crush unit went in there, he can weigh as he's crushing, and crush Fremont County's
we'll know
pile.
how, we'll know
Yeah.
by
He'll
how
know what,
true.
he'll know what's in that
But
pile.
the loaders have
Yeah.
a scale
Well,
on
some
them.
of them do, yeah.
Well, your new Komatsu would.
But the crush unit guy can say what's in that stack of road base.
Alright.
We can pretty much tell by the size of the bucket, and then you get used to seeing what it mounds up in these trucks.
But that's something to think about down the road.
Cypher got tough on that. Yeah. It's a good idea. I'm happy, that's good, thanks Vince, you did good.
I'll be here at 3.
So we'll close this workshop.